For the Ogoni, time was measured in cycles tied to the natural world. A day began not with the ticking of a clock, but with the first crow of a rooster, marking the dawn, and ended with the crow of the next morning. Each day was divided into distinct periods, a framework that guided daily life. Here, we see how the Ogoni segmented their day. Beelole, top of the morning, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Lole, morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pierkoi, treating the Raphael palm, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Saint-Pierre, high sun, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Adode, low sun, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Nyon Une, 4 night, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Une, night, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Toisonda, fresh period of sleep, 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. Erasson, period of completion, 12 midnight to 2 a.m. By Sonda, second period of sleep, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. The Ogoni week, known as Eri, consisted of 5 days: Day Moa, Day Bon, Day Zian, Day Son, and Day Ko. 6 of these weeks formed a lunar month, or a non, measured from one new month to the next. This lunar cycle was the heartbeat of their calendar, guiding everything from planting to feasting. The Ogoni year, however, was the masterpiece of observation. It began in December, aligned with the arrival of migratory birds, like the kites, and the shedding of leaves by deciduous trees. The agricultural year stretched from December to August, culminating in a period of rest known as the Benebeka interlude, a 3-month pause from September to November, a time to reflect and prepare for the cycle to begin anew. The Ogoni year was punctuated by great feasts that marked the passage of time. In February, the Yonwidam, or Feast of War, brought communities together in a celebration of strength and unity. The year closed with the Zwa Feast, the Feast of Yam, celebrated in 2 stages: a modest gathering in July and a grand end-of-year festival in August, honoring the harvest and the community's resilience. The Ogoni measured the past not with the precise date, but with pivotal moments. Events were anchored to shared experiences: an epidemic, a war, or a harvest. For instance, one might say an event occurred after the smallpox epidemic, or 2 cultivations before the Ikosi War, that is, referring to the colonial conquest. The distant past was called Sankere, or ancient time, while recent times were Ansan, meaning new days. Space, too, was understood through the lens of the Ogoni worldview. Directions were not defined by cardinal points like north or south, but by the speaker's perspective. Nyon, or up, referred to the north, while king or down meant the south. The sun rose on the le, the right, and set on the ke, the left. Distances were measured not in miles, but in relation to familiar journeys. A wife asking how long ago her husband left might hear, "About the time it takes to walk to the marketplace and back." Locations were described as Deken, on the way down for nearby places, or Deyon, on the way up for further ones. The middle ground was simply there. That is the middle part. Unknown distances were poetically described as Ebani, far, or Nabania, not far. The Ogoni's concept of time and space was more than a system of measurement. It was a reflection of their harmony with nature and community. Their days, weeks, and years were guided by the rhythms of the moon, the migration of birds, and the cycles of the harvest. Their sense of space was personal, grounded in the journeys they walked and the stories they shared. In a world of clocks and compasses, the Ogoni remind us of a time when life was measured by the heartbeats of the land and the bonds of community.